Ever wonder why you're dead tired, carrying the weight of the world, yet you're not getting ahead, while the person who barely lifts a finger seems to have it all? The secret isn't luck. It's not privilege. It's a biological rule the system never taught you. And once you understand this mechanism, you'll stop being a hard-working hamster on a wheel for the rest of your life. I used to take pride in my 14-hour workdays. I believed with every fiber of my being that hard work pays off. I took on every project, drank coffee like it was water, and felt guilty the second I sat down to rest. Until one day, I woke up and realized I couldn't even form a simple thought. My body was at the desk, but my brain was completely fried. Meanwhile, a female coworker of mine was working maybe 4 hours a day. She spent half her time watching Netflix or just staring into space, yet she was the one getting promoted. She was the one spending weekends at cafes. I used to think she was just smarter, or maybe a better kiss-up, but when I started diving into advanced neuroscience, I was shocked. What she was doing wasn't laziness, it was a genius-level neurological hack. You've probably heard of the flow state, that magical zone where we effortlessly complete complex tasks. We've been brainwashed to believe that to be great, we must focus harder. We must force our prefrontal cortex, the logical, disciplined part of our brain, into overdrive. But science recently uncovered a reality that shakes the foundation of hustle culture. It's a phenomenon called transient hypofrontality. Yes, you heard that right. When world-class creators, elite athletes, or true geniuses are performing at their absolute peak, the analytical, hard-working part of their brain literally deactivates. It shuts down. Therefore, the harder you try and force yourself to focus, the more you biologically block your brain from entering its genius state. Excessive effort guarantees biological failure. This is why workaholics constantly make the same mistakes and can't come up with new ideas. Their prefrontal cortex is so overloaded that it becomes inflamed. Meanwhile, my seemingly lazy coworker allowed her prefrontal cortex to rest. She gave her default mode network, or DMN, permission to take over. Your DMN only activates when you are doing absolutely nothing. Showering, staring out the window. It is the subconscious supercomputer that connects millions of data points to find the ultimate shortcut. Evolutionarily speaking, laziness isn't a character flaw. It is your nervous system's highest-order defense mechanism. Your brain is designed to conserve energy for survival. When you feel like procrastinating, it's not because you lack discipline, it's because your deep brain has calculated that the task has a ridiculously low ROI, and it is begging you to stop wasting your finite energy. Failing hard workers fight this mechanism. They're chronic people pleasers, blindly carrying every burden just to look diligent to others. But highly successful people like her know that the most expensive resource isn't money, it's brain energy. Therefore, she dared to use active procrastination. She intentionally ignored the 80% of meaningless tasks, saving her brain's explosive power for the 20% that actually move the needle. If you're listening to this and realizing you've been trading your precious brain health for pennies and a false sense of effort, hit the like button right now to remind yourself. We've been conditioned by the industrial system to glorify exhaustion. We compete over who slept less and who is busier. But in the real world, nobody pays you for your exhaustion. They pay you for your irreplaceable results. And here's the ultimate paradox that hard workers can't stomach. The most successful people aren't the hardest workers. They're the ones who understand human biology and have the courage to be intelligently lazy. Intelligently lazy people let their frontal lobes rest. They use leverage. They build systems. They refuse to burn their finite cognitive energy on repetitive tasks that add zero value. Therefore, the first step to breaking the curse of hard work is accepting that exhaustion is not a badge of honor. You have to start questioning everything you do. If you still have to wake up tomorrow and rely on brute force to get ahead, the question is, how much longer can you fight your own brain's intelligence before it breaks you?